Hello my lovely Pisceans, welcome to your birthday month. Many happy returns. Have a wonderful birthday year. May it be the start of a blessed birthday year for you. If you have already had your birthday, I hope you had a lovely birthday. If you've got a birthday coming, very happy birthday to you. So let's see what's in store for you for March, beginning of your birthday year, and see what's in store for you. I'd like to thank you for liking, sharing, commenting and subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate your support and your comments. This is a general reading for you, Pisces, my lovely Pisces. It's a reading for Pisces Sun, Rising and Moon sign. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and book a private reading from there that's going to be specific to you. But always also listen to your rising sign and moon sign, because sometimes they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. It also adds layers, more meaning into the messages that are coming through for you in any given month. Of course, timing's always different, my lovely Pisceans, because you've all got very unique natal charts. So this is just a general reading. Sometimes you'll find that last month is going to be more specific to you in March. Timing's going to be a little different. So have a listen. Always listen back to past months and see what they've got in store as well. Okay, so let's have a look at what's here for you for your birthday month, my lovely Pisceans. If I reflect back into the past, you've got the Ace of Swords here, which is in the past position. And so you're coming from a place of, gee, what have you learnt about yourself? What have you learnt about your strength? What have you learnt about the lessons that have been presented to you, the challenges that have been put in your path? How have you changed as a result of those challenges? How have you changed as a result of the lessons that have been laid before you? It really says a lot about, do you collapse and become a victim and think, oh, these things always happen to me? Or do you view it as these challenges are placed there to redirect your path? You may have been off course, and the universe has a way of shaking things up so that you jump from one journey to another, from one path to another, constantly in the pursuit of your life purpose. So there's also new learning there on a spiritual level for many of you. It's a time of awakening or deepening your spirituality and your spiritual journey, your intuition. So there's that new learning that's coming there for you. It's also a new way of communicating. So is it your guides that are communicating with you, that are opening up channels? So your dream life more intense? Are there messages coming through for you in your dreams via your guides? Because that's how very often they communicate. If they can't communicate with you, because you're so busy, and we do get busy with everyday life, that you aren't picking up those messages, they'll come through in your dreams and give you messages that way. For some of you, I want to say it's been a time that something that you've experienced in the past, or it may be just starting for you, yet to come. There's this new learning. So it's academic learning. There's this, are you studying a new course? Is there a promotion? Is there something new that you're studying, something new that you're learning, a further development of a skill base that you already have? So I feel like that's something that, is where you, many of you are coming from that place. Some of you are still yet to arrive at that place, but that's very much around you energetically, my lovely Pisceans. As we move into March, you've got the Queen of Swords here, and gee whiz, the Queen of Swords, it can also be about protection, having a need to put that armor on. Put the armor on and really protect yourself. Fight for what you believe in. Fight for the forward movement in your life. And you know, when I say fight, it's not a physical fight, but really standing up, speaking your truth. And this is the communication, this new communication that's coming through for you. You know, as Pisceans, you know, we do tend to, I won't say anything, you know, but it's really about standing up. You're so ready to stand up and really be counted. Stand up and fight for what you believe in. Fight for the direction that you want to take, where you're going, what you want to achieve, what you want to do. There's that real desire to develop. Well, there's a development of bravery. A development of bravery and determination that's coming up for you in the beginning of March. It's, well, you know, this is what I want to put in place. This is what I'm doing. It's like, for many of you, it's like this wake up. It's like you've been woken up from a deep sleep, if you like, and then realized, well, I need to do something about how I'm living my life, what I'm doing, how I work, how I earn my money. So there's this real need to make some changes, but you're feeling strong enough and determined enough to make those changes yourself. So beginning of March, whoa, what's gotten into Pisces? It's this really let's fight, let's move ahead, let's forge ahead, let's forge ahead. It's crossed with the Two of Coins, the Two of Pentacles, and that's balance. So are you balancing the ledger? Is it this time of, you know, you're going to have this forward movement, so let's just look at my life and let's balance what it is I want to keep and what it is not going to serve me. What do I, you know, what can I get rid of? What patterns, what behaviors, what cycles, what ways of living, the way I work, how I work, who I'm with, friends, attitudes, behaviors. You know, there's a whole lot of different things here that can be changed, that you're thinking it's time now to move on, it's time now to make those changes. And I really like that. There's a balancing. There's also a balancing here of are you working two jobs? Have you got a job and you're working on a business of your own, or you're trying to launch something or do something that, you know, requires this time of balance, so that you're not quite ready to let something go to start something new. It's also a balance of family life and work life, a balancing of fairness in a relationship, a balance of what's going on in your life, so that you're feeling happier about where you are. So that there is, with this forward movement, this also, you're bringing things into alignment, you're balancing things out, you're working things out in your head, and that's going to reflect in your reality, which is going to be an incredibly positive thing. Because what's going on in you in March, my lovely Pisceans, you've got the Death card. And the Death card speaks of what's coming to an end here for you. And it can be thought patterns, expectations, your thoughts about your self-worth, your thoughts about your confidence. That's coming to an end. You know, you're really being reborn here. It's about it's completion of a cycle. There's a completion of a cycle here. You're coming into a new cycle, and you know, very timely, because it is your birth, the beginning of your birth year, and that's more important than the beginning of a new year. This is your personal new year, and it's about things coming to an end that are no longer working for you, are no longer suiting you. And that's going to be different for all of you. For some of you, it's going to be where you work, how you work, relationships, people in your life that you no longer, you want them to, it's time to move them on, a way of life, how you work, what you do for a living, how old patterns in relationships are making that shift, are starting to change. So it's going to be different for all of you, but nonetheless there's this ending. For some of you they're going to be quite profound, and for some of you they're not going to be so profound, but they're going to be a cleaning up nonetheless, a clearing of a space for new things to come in, which is a really exciting time. So then, how is that reflected into your reality? And you've got the star here. Beautiful, beautiful card. This is about balance. It's about harmony. It's about being emotionally balanced. It's about self-analysis. You can see she's looking in the very still water, and there is her reflection, and she's looking into that reflection. It's about self-analysis, self-reflection, in that balanced state, in that emotional harmony. It's about being peaceful, being tranquil. It's the dark night of the soul. It's the shadow self. When it's nighttime like that, it's the shadow self. It's self-reflection. In the background, you've got a new dawning. The sun's coming up. So this leads to a new start, a new beginning, a new reinvention of the self. But the star also speaks of looking at things differently, changing your perspective on things, changing your perspective on your views of how you see certain situations. Maybe looking at a situation from somebody else's point of view, really looking at things from every angle. What decisions and choices are you making in March, my lovely Pisceans? Some of you have got choices and decisions that they're needing to make, and in order to make those right choices and decisions, there needs to be some tranquility there. There needs to be some peace and harmony so that you can really center yourself. You can really go within. It's not about seeking the answers externally from others. You can listen to other people's advice, but ultimately the choices and decisions you make are going to be your own. They're going to be what suits you. So always check in with yourself and see how those choices, how those decisions that you make sit with you. For some of you, they're going to be quite big decisions. There's relocations here. There's a relocation. There's a complete turnaround in your life. So there's a whole lot of new things coming into your life. For some of you, it's going to be huge. For some of you, they're going to be subtle changes of tweaking and fine-tuning and making those changes. But I feel like I want to say to you, Pisces, that there's going to be changes coming in around you, big changes coming in around you, which are going to be really something you've been working towards. So when you come to this cycle of completion, when you're feeling like you need to clear some space in your life, really work at that, really go within, really work at that, because the more efficiently you do that, the more honestly you do that, the more space you're going to clear for new things to come in. Very exciting time for you. I really like that, because as we move through March, you've got the Four of Wands. And I like this card. It's a happy card. It's a card of celebration. So whatever it is you're doing, you're going to come out of it about week 3 of March feeling, and remember, the timing's going to be different for all of you, but I'm sort of sitting at week 3 where you're going to feel joyous. There's going to be celebration here. For some of you, it's your birthday celebration. Some of you, it's just celebrating your successes and the changes that you've made and the courage that you've made in moving forward. Taking charge and being the Queen of Swords and making those changes happen is going to make you feel really empowered, really content about the new you, the choices and decisions that you've made, not waiting for fate to make those decisions for you, but taking control of the situation. And that's going to lead to you feeling really euphoric and really celebrating the self, celebrating you, celebrating your successes and the changes that you're bringing in. It's going to be a really uplifting week. It's going to be a week of really feeling good about the changes that you've put in place. It's really a month of change for you, with a lot of success here, a lot of self-exploration, you coming into your own, stepping into your own, empowering yourself, which is absolutely excellent. I love that. So as we move through, the foundations you lay, the seeds you sow, You've got the Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Coins here. So the seeds you sow, the foundations you lay, are going to be very fruitful for you. They are going to bring you the results that you're seeking. And for some of you, those results are in the play. Abundance is, love, health, happiness, finances. It's abundance in all things that are earthed, and they are our basic needs. So it's abundance in all those things, and it depends on what you're striving towards. And if you want all of those, then bring all of those things in. But they're not going to happen overnight. It's about you doing the work in the beginning of March, and then it's about being patient and letting those results ripen, come to fruition, so that they will come to you with time. It's something that you will reap further down the track, but it's about being patient and nurturing those new ideas, nurturing the new you, nurturing the changes that are coming in. So don't allow doubt to creep in, don't allow fear to creep in. Maintain your strength, maintain your confidence in that forward movement, because you are going to start seeing results, which is excellent, because how's that going to manifest in your reality? You've got the Ace of Wands, and Wands is about your life's purpose. It's about your passion. It's about action. It's about enthusiasm. It's about doing things that really bring you joy. And so this is then you're going to come into this turning point. This, with the Ace of Wands, it's about this journey that you're going to be on in pursuit of your life's purpose. You're going to start putting that in place. You're going to start seeing results. Things are also going to start happening really quickly around you. So it's about having clarity of thought here. With the Star, you're reflecting, you're clarifying, you're looking at things from every perspective. And with that clarity, when you get to the end, closer to the end of March with the Ace of Wands, you're going to know what direction you're moving in. So you can really take off. You can really put things in place. You can really take the action that's needed, which is absolutely fabulous. It's a really positive, fiery time where you're just going to feel compelled to move forward. How nice is that? Because then we come to the Moon. This is another sign that another tarot that is going to speak of. The Moon speaks of your shadow self. What is hidden from others? What is hidden from the outside world? What is in your subconscious? What really makes you tick? What are your fears? What are your anxieties? What are your joys? What are your dreams? What are your aspirations? Let's have a look at that. What's holding you back? What's holding you back? What is coming up from your past that needs to be looked at, to be released? This is what the Moon speaks of. It's a time of withdrawing. So don't panic. Don't be afraid. If you feel like you're needing to withdraw, to really look at yourself on an even deeper level, then do that. Take some time out and really do that. If you need to get some professional help or do some sort of course, go and do some regression therapy, go and work with a therapist on clearing your shadow work, whatever it is you need to do, that needs to come up, that needs to be dealt with, that needs to be released. So there's stuff that needs to be released here so that it doesn't hold you back. That's going to come up for you. You're going to have a time in March where you're going to really feel like you need to analyze what's going on. Look at what's going on. What's holding you back? Let's clear those blocks. It's block clearing time to allow you to move forward, which I really like, because doing that strongly and doing that effectively will take you to the Nine of Coins. The Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles is about, we spoke about laying the foundations, planting the seeds and waiting for the results. Well, you're going to see the results by the end of March, because this is your finances. There's there's an upturn in your finances, there's an upturn in your soul, your spirit, your attitude. There's abundance coming in for you. Things are falling into place. You're going to absolutely start seeing results, and they're just going to keep improving. They're just going to keep getting better with the effort, and that's proportional to the efforts that you're making, the efforts that you've made in bringing in that abundance, in bringing in what you're seeking. The Nine of Coins is really, you've arrived. This is like the wish card. This is like the everything that you've ever worked towards, everything that you've aspired to, everything that you've wanted to bring into your life. You're going to start seeing results of that coming in, which is absolutely exciting. So things are going to take a turn for the better, and you're going to see those results before the month's out. It's all just going to start falling into place for you. It's going to really, you're going to see those results. You're going to really feel uplifted. And if that's love for you, then that's what it is. You know, that's the reality that's the reality you want to create. That's what you're going to start seeing results in. So if you want results in all of those things, then that's what you're going to see. I'm going to give you two of these. One's already fallen out. Let's see what the other one says. So I feel like it's going to be a really interesting month. It's going to be a really interesting month that has the potential of seeing fabulous results proportional to the work that you put in, to the work that you do, my lovely Pisceans. So, oh, let me get that. Flew out. Okay, so I'll put myself back together. Okay. First of all, you've got declutter. Declutter, which is the clearing, which is the shadow work, which is the work that you're going to do on yourself. You'll feel better and more focused if you take the time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. But, you know, uncluttered, it's also physically uncluttering, but also uncluttering spiritually, uncluttering on your subconscious, you know, uncluttering your life in order to move forward. And that seems to be the theme that's coming through for you in March as well. And then you've got successful funding. Successful funding. That's interesting. Let's see what that says. Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Partnerships and other investments are available to help you. So there is support and help around you to help you on your way. But that's really, this divine guidance is coming through for you to help you on your journey. So I hope that this reading's been useful for you. I hope it resonates for you. I wish you many blessings for the month of March. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and you can book a reading from there. So many blessings to you, my lovely Pisceans.